Hey everyone, welcome to Sunday afternoon. It's Elite Encounters day today. We're actually playing again. Yay! Um, sorry, I'm slightly distracted because I've got everyone talking in my ear. You can't hear it, but it's quite distracting. So, there you go. So yes, we're on pre-stream at the moment, so we're going to be doing a few bits and pieces to try and get things ready to go. Until that point, I'm going to give you the awesomely cool having a break screen, which doesn't actually say having a break. I don't want it to say that. So let's change what it says. Let's just change what it says. Preparing. Sorry. Pre-stream in progress. Please wait. That'll do. There you go. Yes, we are. In pre-stream at the moment. Hi there, District. Thank you again for watching. You're actually on time this time as well. Ha ha. So we'll speak to you shortly. I'll give you this screen to look at for a bit, and we'll be with you hopefully as quickly as Chaos can get the pre-stream thing done on his side. So take care.
Oh.
Someone tell me it's going mute.
To forget to mute my mic while everyone else was still in there. So, hi everybody.
Morning.
Good morning.
It seems to have got very foggy in DJ's house. I don't know what's happened.
Chaos.
You didn't just go to the shops, did he?
No.
Oh. I was
Chaos.
about to say, yes.
I'm disappointed. Selezen's got a white line just above his webcam. I didn't work on that fucking layout for nothing, my boy. I'm pointing it out. I'm going to go slowly crazy throughout the entire thing. Info just puts it further down. He's doing it. He's doing it.
How are you all? I hope everyone's had a good day. Hi guys.
Morning.
Hi. You're live on the internet. Don't swear.
Why the fuck would I do that?
I mean, you know, wait, is this an actual, or am I actually allowed to say cunt?
Yes.
No, I just said don't swear. What are you playing at?
Oh, fuck.
We
Sorry.
own 1/3 of this stream. So fuck it. Cunt slapping nutsucker.
Wow.
I love it.
Internet, I tried. Alright? I
Did you, though?
tried. Yeah, I clearly did. I said don't swear. Everyone
Oh no, it's
heard,
my algorithms.
everyone heard me tell you not to swear.
I didn't.
I clearly told you not to swear. So hi guys.
Hello.
Titus is upset.
I don't even know why.
Titus is upset.
I mean, it's probably because he nearly killed everyone. Or
He
at
didn't
least
nearly
Billy
kill.
Bob.
He didn't nearly kill anyone.
I heard people were nearly killing Billy Bob, and at that point, that's fucking blasphemy.
No.
Get you right. Get you right.
Saddest, like, top 10 anime deaths. That's what that would be.
That's not what happened. It was an utter overreaction on the behalf of the people at the station.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Oh, the one that you dropped tons and tons of poop on.
What?
A little bit.
I've been gone for, like, what, one session? Two?
One session. One session.
They were really rude to us, so Malcolm may have hacked the ship's
Bio-waste containers and then managed
They
to
were
spray
only
poo
really
all over
rude
the
to us
place.
because you threatened them.
Only because Malcolm basically told me
Don't
to do it.
blame bloody Malcolm.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm should know better.
Do blame Malcolm. It's likely Malcolm's fault.
Everything's Malcolm's fault.
I
Everyone
agree.
has to grow up sometime.
Short ass needs to be turned up slightly. Baron Borg.
Okay, how's that? Is that better?
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, we're on Discord, so that's kind of up to him.
Yeah, I've done it. I've
I
turned
appreciate
myself
that
up.
he actually responds to short ass.
Go.
I think he only does. I think he only does because it's Baron Borg.
Perform fellatio upon a waterfowl. So yeah, Titus is very upset right now because after the bio-waste incident, which they overreacted to, and then took a pot shot at the ship, which miraculously happened to injure Billy Bob.
It's almost like the DM wants you to have consequences for your actions.
Selezen decided to
Who the
attempt
fuck's
to-
Selezen?
Sorry, not Selezen, I apologise. Carson decided to attempt to evacuate Titus and Malcolm out of the airlock whilst in Super Cruise.
Well, considering the fact that Carson was on the bridge when that happened, and they could have very easily have killed Carson as well.
I'll point out that Titus did none of the hacking or any of that.
You have to remember with all of this, Malcolm is the brains. Titus is the brawn.
Titus just does what he's told.
Therefore, Malcolm is...
Oh, speak of the fucking devil and the giant will appear. I love
there
how
was
all
my
of a
bloody
sudden-
layout.
I was about to say, all of a sudden, like,
God
there's just
damn
a
it.
giant Benjamin in the middle of the
Fucking
screen.
Malcolm!
This is why we should be using VC.
All of a sudden, giant Benjamin.
Now, why does he
Benjamin,
get
are
fucking
you gonna
sent
camera
for?
in or are you gonna just voice? Benjamin?
Ben?
Benny
And
Benny?
he's gone.
And Ben's gone. So he's come in, taken
Literally
up
come
all...
in to fuck up the video
Yeah,
layout
right,
and then leave.
just fucked off.
God damn it.
No, we can't hear you.
Lower my background music a bit. Really? Why?
We could hear Ben for a moment, and then he just sort of stopped.
Your background music is coming through roll 20. So
Yeah,
just...
I know. I'm just asking. Like, I'm looking at my voice, my levels. It's really quiet. So happy Zach. We'll be starting properly shortly.
Wants to
Ben
rebalance all of our
is-
fucking cameras again.
Well, yeah, Ben.
Can you guys hear me?
Aha.
Barely.
Quiet,
Yeah,
yes.
Discord does not like my microphone at all. No, my settings are fully tweaked, full input. It will not pick up my headset.
Are you gonna join us on camera?
I was planning on it after I go pour a cup of coffee.
You what, mate?
How about you just camera on so we can fix our layouts and then go?
That's nice. That's a
Ben,
lovely idea.
I want you to know that you've taken center stage and you are giant compared to everyone else on my screen.
He doesn't
Yeah, that's not on
deserve it.
mine. Chaos is central on mine,
Chaos
which
is
actually
really
works
big
quite
on
well.
mine. But
Oh well,
I
that
don't-
would work really well if the DM was center. Discord, why can't I swap these round or choose layouts?
VC.
What were you?
The only reason we're not
last
using
week? Didn't we
VC
use the
anymore is
program last week
because
that was all right.
it was fairly broken last time we used it.
Probably still better than this.
I mean, you're not wrong. And this is why I hate Discord.
I did point out that this would be an issue, and that was why we probably
Why are
shouldn't.
we using Discord voice and not
I
TeamSpeak?
don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
that's all DJ.
Well, no, that was because if we're going to use Discord video, we may as well use Discord voice so that the video syncs.
I've
Well-
never had an issue with that, just FYI.
I don't know how to make myself louder, so if we're on here, this is as good as I'm getting.
You're fine.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm grabbing coffee.
Just as bad as Malcolm.
I will say this, though.
I'll blame the parents.
Technically speaking, most days he's actually not late.
This is true. Has to be said.
In his
Yeah.
defense.
To be fair, he tends to be one of the reliable ones.
What's that meant to mean? Oh yeah, where the fuck is Simon?
Simon, who-
I'm thinking that's going to be another critical error. Hey, Nayan, thank you so much for the host.
I have a hat.
The party is down to 5. I like how on fucking Chaos's screen, like Selezen is sort of half Selezen, half Ben.
It's getting fixed. It's getting fixed. Just give me a minute.
I'm moving. Technical difficulties.
Well, they're not very technical. They just suck.
I promise we'll get forward in a moment, my dears. Do hang in there. Do hang in there. We will eventually make
We
it.
did sort all of this before we went live, and then Ben turned up late.
Blame Ben.
Essentially, what we're saying is blame Ben.
Mm-hmm. In game, blame Malcolm. Out of game, blame Ben. This is how it works. It's the hierarchy.
Seems good. Seems good. Just remember, Titus can never die.
Titus never dies.
Oh, you have no idea how much I want to kill him now.
Chaos has been trying to kill him since day one.
Well, I haven't been trying to. In fact, I've saved his life quite a few times. It's really become the boasting about it that makes me really want to off him.
Titus is an ideal. He's not a
Titus isn't even okay.
Why do you mean Titus isn't even okay?
You know that
Titus
C word
is-
that we're not meant to use?
Titus is
In the
fine.
dictionary under cunt it says C Titus.
Wow. Wow, man. Titus really cares for you.
I'm sure he
Did
does.
you-
Well, he should have done what he
did
was
you not-
fucking told then, shouldn't he?
He
If he really cares for me, then he shouldn't listen to that arsehole Benjamin. I mean Malcolm.
He
What?
Yeah, wait. Let's not conflate. Oh, hold on. Let us not conflate the actual people
Yeah, right.
characters.
I am trying not to.
Hang on. Like, you know,
What-
fair's
what's the
fair
difference?
here. Fair's fair here. Poor Titus has never done anything other than what he's been told.
I've just come up with an amazing idea. You know how it's Blaze Benjamin? Can we have hashtag blame Benjamin?
That's been a hashtag.
It works.
So
It's been a
right,
meme, surely.
Do anything?
Mm-hmm. Like,
Right.
fuck up the entire layout.
So, are we ready?
That's not my fault.
Right,
That's
finally, everybody's back where they need to be.
Yeah, are we ready?
Yeah. we're
Yay!
doing this. Half hour.
On-screen stream editing. Yay!
Everybody loves it.
Yay! On-screen destroying your own workstation. Yay!
Yay!
Almost dropped the wife beater.
Ah, well done.
There's a Scottish joke if I've ever heard one.
Not in 2018, Chaos. Not in 2018.
Wow.
Oh,
So-
man.
So,
What did I miss?
Nothing.
nothing.
Oh.
So, at the moment, as far as I'm aware, we've got Carson waiting in the hospital to find out what happens to Billy Bob. Titus is crying into a string of increasingly strong alcohol in a bar. Think Malcolm's with him.
Yeah,
I
I'm where
don't believe Malcolm really knows why Titus is so upset. I don't know where Maggie is. I think she's at Maggie's Soggy hole. And of course, we immediately lose buttons. It wouldn't be an Elite Encounters stream if this didn't happen, right? And there goes the layout.
Discord is bad.
I blame you, DJ.
How am I to blame for this?
You're to blame.
Fuck off, am I to blame? Oh, there she is, there she is, there she is! There she is!
And that was
Hey.
odd.
The magic
It's all in the same
spell...
place.
The magic spell worked.
You
Selezen.
all froze. And I'm not entirely
Of
certain what
course.
happened, but I
Oh,
had
for
to.
fuck's sake, now Kale.
No, I was kidding. I'm kidding. I just...
Oh, wow. Go fuck yourself, sir.
I've never seen Discord do that. Everybody is frozen in place. And I was like, am I connected? Am I not? So I'm back, I think. I hope. This is
Chaos.
purgatory.
Chaos, go and suck upon waterfowl.
I'm not entirely certain what happened there.
I don't think it worries.
What did I miss?
Anyway,
We were discussing where Maggie was and the fact that we thought she was at Maggie's Soggy hole.
Oh, no. Maggie's about, I imagine.
Pretty sure we left her at Maggie's Soggy hole.
I hope we
Yeah,
did,
she
'cause
didn't
otherwise
come
I
with
was
us.
trying to space her earlier on.
She's been like, didn't she storm off?
Well,
Yeah,
she
she-
left originally with She left with Billy Bob, so how did Billy Bob get with us to be terminally injured?
We retconned it.
Oh.
We
Okay.
retconned it because the story couldn't progress if that was the way we left it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. So,
So Maggie's
Maggie.
with us, I assume, then.
No,
Yeah.
Maggie's still on the station.
Crying.
She did not go with you. Maggie, I need you,
Mm.
please,
Yes.
make me give me let's take a look at your character sheet really quick. Can you give me an intellect check, please? Make your difficulty 5.
Oh God, what the hell? Right, give me a moment. Have I got any experiences I can use for this?
You can use
No.
That's not a number.
No, you don't have anything.
Okay, let's remember. I can actually remember how the fuck to do this. Main, mind, intellect, +2. So
Just click intellect.
overall difficulty setting 5. Did it work?
4 successes.
That'll do.
While they were gone, you were able to fix the name of the station.
Brilliant.
No bullshit.
4 successes at difficulty 5. She got it.
It's now
I'm
called.
just saying, this random old lady isn't gonna beat my super elite hacker encryption. If I
Yeah, but I
It's
only
now
made your
called-
have
difficulty 4.
the highest attainable computer skill
Mm-hmm.
possible.
I
the
don't
name
remember
of the
you locking it
station,
down. I think
my
you just
dears.
changed it just to fuck with her.
No, I encrypted it.
He did
You en-
encrypt it.
He
He did fully encrypt it.
Because you made her roll to try and defeat my encryption and she failed,
Yeah.
and that's why she left to go try and find someone who could.
Put me retcon this.
No.
Come on.
No.
Oh well. If we
No.
wish to continue, we can continue. I'm
I
sure
don't
she
see
can
the-
find something to do.
If you would like to re-roll this at difficulty 6,
Right then.
She got 1 success. You don't have to re-roll it. You can see it roll.
I can see your roll. What the hell did you
Oh,
do?
I actually rolled initiative. Sorry. It's been a while.
Yeah,
No,
I know.
0.
No. System's going.
It's fine. No, in that case, she can disappear.
Okay. You took the next. You took the next ship out, basically leaving the station abandoned.
Oh, 100%, yes.
Wasn't our smuggly friend doing smuggly things? there?
What
I
do
forget his
smugglers
name, but
do?
we met him.
Smugly things.
So just to recap, you've left a guy that you met for all of 10 minutes to set up a black market alone in control of your station.
Amusingly, Margaret doesn't even know she's there. He's there. So, she just left her fucking abandoned.
Okay.
We have a solid working relationship. They would never betray us.
Okay.
If you
Hey.
say so.
Anyway, back on the pardon me, back on the station. Let's pick up with Titus and Malcolm.
Hi!
You two
I'm not happy.
are in a bar. Titus has gone to the jukebox and put in Barry Manilow tunes, some Let It Go, some Don't Worry, Be Happy for the 6th time in a row.
I just don't understand why he was so upset.
Most of the time, people would be really pissed about this, but then they saw the size of the guy who did it, and they're like, you know what, that's a good song.
If you don't love Barry Manilow, you're not the kind of person I want to share a bar with.
So, poor Titus, he just... I don't understand. Why is he so upset with us, Malcolm?
Oh,
Um,
oh no, wait a minute.
he's a crotchety old man.
I'm gonna have to turn Chaos' stream off because that just distracts me completely.
Oh no, I was just changing Malcolm's volume.
Oh, you can raise me?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Why is he so upset with us?
I suppose this is one instance where Mr. Drake would have preferred a more deft touch than we provided.
So he tried to... But he tried to
Maybe.
kill us!
Maybe,
He's never done that before!
maybe we will, in the future, not immediately just start smashing heads together.
But what else can I do? That's all I'm
A
good
lot
for.
of drugs?
I suppose that is another talent.
We can get you some drugs, Titus, just not Malcolm.
Is
Not
Maggie
me.
here? Is Maggie here? No, Maggie's
the
not
sensible
here.
one. I
Give it
understand
time.
the word moderation.
I
So, Maggie,
Yes.
you've been gallivanting about the galaxy for the past few days.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been up to?
Well, she's just been trying to find someone, to help hack the place.
Okay. Let's see if you actually found that person. Let me have an influence. And with influence, you can, you can pick smooth talker, people skills, liaison, negotiation.
She was built for this.
Yes, she was.
She was built for pulling strings. So, what am I rolling?
It will be influence plus you pick.
Oh, do I only get to use one? That's a shame.
Yeah, you can only use one.
Plus 2 then. I'll go with whatever the heck has 2.
Negotiation.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. So intellect plus 4. Difficulty setting?
This is something that is a bit sensitive, so we'll go with 5.
Sure. Oh goddamn! Why don't you keep pressing initiative? Avoid me. 3 successes.
3 successes. It took a bit longer than you were expecting. You were able to contact somebody. They only go by Acorn. And
Say Acorn.
Acorn,
Okay, I
like
guess.
something an oak tree grows out of.
his slightly nuttier brother.
Alright. I guess. I mean, she goes to whoever she can find.
And the stipulation is he's willing to do this. He's willing to do this for 1,000 credits. But you have to come get him.
Probably work for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Malcolm sure would like if this Acorn fellow would show up. Got some words to bandy about.
Yeah, she'll do what she can to get the money. And away.
Okay. And off you go.
Yep.
You're heading out towards the outer rim of the bubble.
Okay. She's determined to do this. So
Now I'm assuming you found yourself a spoober.
yeah, but she misses Billy Bob. It's not the same.
Okay.
To be fair, she probably would have gone for a relatively cheap spoober, considering she now has to pay 1,000 credits.
Does Billy Bob have a sister?
Yolanda.
Get your
Yolanda, mate! My
Did
name's
you know
Yolanda.
Billy Bob? That's my brother. It's like, oh no. Oh no. I have made a mistake. Can I go back?
Carson, you're in the coffee shop. Things have happened. What are you doing right now?
I am sitting, drinking lots and lots of coffee, and waiting for somebody to tell me what's happening with Billy Bob. I'm assuming that they've got some way they can notify me when he's out of surgery or whatever.
You've given them your comms info.
Yeah. So I'm just literally just sitting waiting for that, trying to calm down.
Okay. Have you made any attempt to communicate with Maggie, let her know the situation?
No, not at this point in time. I'm still too busy trying to calm down. Because if I speak to Maggie while I'm in this pissed off, the only thing I'm really going to say to Maggie is, they must die.
She'd like to agree.
All right.
That's why I'm not doing it.
Well, Malcolm anyway. Titus she likes.
Time passes, and coincidentally enough, you end up, Maggie, landing at this station that they just also happen to be at.
What?
That's where Acorn is.
That's crazy,
I know.
man.
I know.
Crazy.
It's almost as if trying to DM two different parties at different ends of the galaxy is nigh impossible.
I can understand
Split
that.
the party!
What? Don't split the party. That sounds like terrible advice.
So you've now slightly less split the party, and that we're now split in the same general geographic location. Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent.
I would say that
Yes.
once about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours have passed, I'll probably calm down enough to kind of try and contact Maggie and let her know what's happened.
It's been a solid 2 hours. You've been in the
I was gonna say, assume some time has passed while Maggie is flying here.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is
In that time,
you guys have
Malcolm
been
made
gone.
a little trip.
Yeah, this is kind of things that happened at the same time. I assume.
Yeah, these are all things happening at the same time. At this particular moment, it's 2 hours after Billy Bob was taken to the hospital. Maggie is just coming in because it's been days.
So how drunk am I at this point? Else.
Well, give me a body roll at 4.
If you, on what?
Just roll body at 4. Yeah. You are.
Jesus Christ.
You could dude. You could probably just grab the keg, rip the top off the keg, and just glug away, and you'd be fine.
I'm gonna do that at this point.
The bartender's like,
when you're upset.
We'll hold the cake.
"Excuse me, sir. You'll
just
have to
gonna-
pay for that."
I'm just gonna thrust credits in his face.
Hey, there's a 2 credit deposit.
Done.
Okay.
During these 2 hours, Malcolm is going to run to the nearest convenience store and get a giant banner that says "surprise" and some balloons, maybe a little confetti, and he's going to rig it up in whatever lodgings we have taken for impending events.
Sure. You I don't know that you went for a hotel. Would you?
We haven't as of yet, no.
I was gonna say you probably will just be staying on Lucille.
Well, fine, on Lucille.
Okay. Sure. And on a more somber note, Carson, your comms array, your comm device. Boop, boop, boop,
Hello. Click.
it literally goes. Is this Mr. Drake?
Yes.
I can do that too.
Carry on. Mine is medicine.
Your friend, Mr. Bob.
Yeah, Billy Bob. Yeah.
Yeah. He's he got pretty burnt up there, but our regimen of dermal regeneration and shrapnel removification seems to have been relatively successful. He's probably going to be kind of weak for a day or two, but he's going to make a full recovery.
Can I see him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
He's awake right now. There's the small matter of 20 credits.
Wait. Are you saying that in that fucking year, there's still not free healthcare?
This is the frontier, baby.
Aren't we in the Federation?
Yeah, we're in the Federation. This is Space America. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh
right.
yeah, they
Like,
still
no.
Never
figured out
You are
yet
not in the
no
Federation.
fucking rights.
You are not in the Federation.
Oh, we're not
you
in the
are on.
Federation.
You are on the independent outskirts of the Alliance right now.
Oh,
Oh.
that's right. We are.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe
Probably.
then. Imperial would definitely have free healthcare.
Well,
Oh, absolutely.
Fucking
The
right.
Alliance, they're too, they're not cohesive enough to establish something like that.
Well, not only that, but these are independent systems out on the outskirts of Alliance.
I guess it sort of actually keeps their economy going in places like that, so makes sense.
Right, okay, well, don't worry. Oh, God. So Discord just broke then.
Right.
Did you catch your ride,
Let's
Selezen?
use Discord this time. Discord's gonna be so great. Discord is so stable. Let's use Discord.
Holy fuck, are you strong bad?
It's like DJ's in the room.
I didn't say any of those things. You can go and suck a dart.
So good.
Discord's amazing.
Fucking strong bad. Sorry, I'm laughing.
Anyway, moving along. So
Yes, that's fine. I'll be down to the medical centre to have a look, and I'll pay you when I get there.
excellent. Well, I'll leave a note at the front desk to let you through.
Click. I'll head off. I'll try and ring Maggie as well, just to let her know that what's happened and that he's okay.
She answers.
Hey Maggie, it's me.
What happened?
Where are you at the moment?
What happened?
Where are you at the moment?
Finding people. What happened?
Right, well, I'll outline for her what happened. Essentially, we went to a station to try and track down some guy whose name I can't remember that had something to do with nuts. Security guard was quite happy to talk to us. Titus and Malcolm took offence at his tone, decided to put shit all over his station. Billy Bob got an explosion in the face for the trouble, but he's going to be okay, so I'm just going to see him now.
No. 1 moment. Backwards. What did you
Okay.
say?
Snip, tap, nip, herp, here's hip, tap, nip, you hear that?
Not like that. What did you say about Billy Bob?
Billy Bob was injured through the actions of Titus and Malcolm. He took an exploding console to the face. It was touch and go for a bit, but he seems to be okay now. I'm just on my way to see him.
He's okay.
He's okay.
Definitely okay. Not scarred, can no longer drive, can no longer... Actually, no, he could no longer speak. Never mind. Right.
Wow.
He's fine, isn't he?
All the
Loud
important bits
gallows
still work.
humour.
That's what Maggie's getting at.
From what I've been told, he's gonna need some. He's gonna.
Oh my god. I'm just reminded of Ish. Just fucking catch a ride. Sorry, never mind me. Out of character, back in character. Excuse me? Yes?
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, we've lost control of this RPG like a long time ago. Just kind of roll with it.
there is a reason why the person running it is called Chaos Dispenser.
Right, if you see Malcolm, do push him out of an airlock.
Well, I did try.
Oh, did you?
I did try, but unfortunately, the security measures on this, you can't space somebody when you're in hyperspace, apparently. So, yeah.
Super Cruise.
Carson Drake, I did not know you had that in you, but I'm proud. Very proud.
One has limits, madam.
One does. Right, where are you? What did you say about the man with a nut? Wait, what? That came out wrong. Ignore me! Let's not talk about a man's nuts!
I think you've just killed me.
Chaos is fucking gone. One does not discuss a man's nuts. I'm just saying.
Or even his nut.
Just in general, one does not nut. One does not nut. Oh my god, William! William just whispered in space, no one can hear you nut. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
God.
Can I have one of them, Chaos?
Chaos is back.
Can I have one of those?
This is going to require beer. I can already tell.
I have no beer. I feel woefully underprepared for this. I have no beer.
The best bit is DJ's already gone through it because Chaos was muted when I was talking about fucking Mr. Tumnus before the stream.
That's something none of our
And
streams
so-
really want to hear.
Oh,
So
no.
now, moving swiftly,
Right, so
Yeah.
hands nuts.
James McAvoy's a handsome man, but too far.
Don't know what a goat can get up to, the Welsh do though. Sorry, what?
And now we've offended
Right,
Wales.
so, less about a man's nuts and more about the nut man.
Yes.
Who?
We were trying to get information about some guy called Squirrel. Was it Squirrel?
Squirrel.
I've lost track of all the nutty names now. Yeah. Called Squirrel, who was... Yeah, I can't remember.
Squirrel
I don't...
not that-
See, I came in halfway through this storyline. I don't remember why.
Wait, no, squirrels, are you sure you don't mean acorns? Squirrels have acorns, don't they?
There seems to be a bit of a nutty theme going through this story at the moment. So there were lots of nutty names mentioned. Squirrel was definitely mentioned at one point, and acorn. Yeah, that does actually sound familiar.
Go meet this
Acorn.
fellow and see what he wants.
What station are you on, my dear? Just so I can know and can come and find you. Just, you
We're
know.
on landing.
Hmm?
I don't know. Chaos. What station are we on?
Are we now?
I forgot the name. We had one at one point.
You realize you're on the same station.
No.
Ta-da!
She just pops up. Are we now? You know what? I'll head there right away. I'm a little bit further out at the moment, but I'm sure we'll cross paths. I'm on my way. Do tell Billy Bob that I wish him the best recovery. The
Okay.
best coughing in the background.
Hello, William.
How
Hello,
drunk
William's
is
lungs.
Titus at this point?
Let me have
4 kegs down, I would say.
Let me have body roll at difficulty 6. Unconscious.
Excellent.
You are unconscious.
This was the state he was aiming for.
Probably the best place for him.
Unfortunately, in your unconscious state, you find yourself waking up several hours later in a holding cell. from station security.
Okay.
Let's just fucking leave him.
Malcolm,
Yep.
if you don't mind, can I please have an awareness check at difficulty 5?
Awareness?
Mm-hmm.
What are you being aware of?
Oh fuck! I'm an asshole. Character, not player.
See if my difficult settings will cooperate today.
Oh, right.
Probably not.
You feel a slight pinprick.
Hey, it did work. A pinprick?
A pinprick.
What
you're
would be
saying that-
pricking me on the Lucille?
So you're saying that
You're
Ben
not on
felt a
Lucille
little
yet.
prick?
I am
You're on
the
your way to the
Lucille.
Lucille. Can I please have a condition roll at difficulty 6?
Well, I'd fail that. I get literally only 2 dice.
We might pass.
Oh, yeah. You go, ah! We'll come back to you in a little while.
We're being ambushed by aborigines? Like, what the hell? Like,
Wow.
I have important meetings coming up.
Do you?
They better not lose my balloons.
I just love that Ben felt a little prick.
Yeah, his name's Chaos.
Shockingly, it's not this time. Anywho, so Malcolm is
Somewhere.
somewhere.
Being anally
Titus,
probed.
You're waking up in a holding cell, and I guess we fast forward a couple hours, and we have Maggie and Carson.
Titus is quite happy to be in a holding cell. It means he probably had a good night.
I love how he wakes up and he's like, "Please tell me I didn't cause too much trouble. I'd really hate to inconvenience anyone."
So,
Oh,
have I
so
gone to the hospital to see Billy Bob then?
Actually, yes. Margaret's going to appear a couple hours later after doing her duties, I imagine. And, she rushes in
Duties.
to find Carson and seems genuinely mildly upset.
Mildly?
She walks in. I'm guessing Carson's with Billy Bob, or is he outside?
He's gonna. Carson, did you go right in or did you wait for Maggie?
No, I went right in. I'm sitting with him until he, well, to keep him company.
Okay.
I've paid
on
the
that
guy.
note,
I've paid the medical bill as well.
Ooh, lovely. And that thing then, he rushes in. She rushes in, and she completely ignores Carson.
Yeah,
Billy
I'd
Bob, dear,
expect that.
Billy Bob, are you all right? What did the nasty men do to you?
I don't quite remember. I just remember we was leaving the station and then everything kind of went black.
Oh my gosh. She goes to put her hand in to comfort him, and then realizes what she's doing and pulls it back a little bit. Not disgusted, but not that close.
Oh,
Billy
his
Bob.
skin's fine. His skin is fine. They did a dermal regeneration on him.
Oh no, it doesn't matter about the skin. It's just because it's Billy Bob. She doesn't want to touch a commoner. Right,
Right.
let's see.
Ew. Yes. You have pour on
You've
you.
already touched
She
it.
does consider putting it in a little bit further, and then she just sort of puts it on his hand instead. She sort of went, touch his hair. No,
Holds
no.
it like this and immediately goes and looks for the hand sanitizer.
Pretty much it's just, oh god, I can feel it. No, Billy Bob, I'm sorry I left you with them. They should be under control. I would have thought that Carson would keep them in trouble, out of trouble. But Malcolm is a nasty, nasty person.
I'm going to look slightly indignant, by the way.
He seems all right.
Are you sure he's not doing this on purpose? Because, I mean, to be fair, a man...
He's a good guy.
Billy Bob.
Good
A
old
person
Billy Bob.
is less good and bad so much as they are what they do. And if he did that, then I would assume that's a bad action. And even idiots can be horrible people. I don't think we should be trusting him if he did this to you.
I don't think he blew up my console. It must have been a short circuit or something.
Are you certain? Because there's many things that we think that they couldn't do, and then they do.
Speaking of which, how is Lucille?
I'm not entirely certain. I came here by a different... I mean, I missed you.
Well, maybe if you let the person answer who knows how Lucille is, maybe.
I was gonna say Carson.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing though. At the moment, she's just ignoring that Carson exists. So if Carson wants to butt in, go for it.
Lucille is fine. We've fixed... Well,
Oh,
we've fixed what we could fix. We need to fix the console that blew, though. Other than that, she's okay.
how much is that gonna be?
Don't worry about it, I'll cover the cost.
I got some money, don't you worry. I'm a space Uber
Well, it's our
driver.
fault that it happened. As Madam there has already said, it's partly my fault, so it's only fair that I foot the bill for it.
Oh, I didn't say you. I said
No,
Malcolm.
not in as many words, woman.
No, I legitimately.
Maybe if you gave a
only
shit
meant
about anybody else apart from yourself every now and again, you'd notice that other people are trying to make a living round here.
I didn't even know you.
So I'll go
were
back.
here,
I'll go
Mike.
back to ignoring her now.
I'm pretty sure I could walk. I think maybe we should get out of here.
Are you sure you can be moving?
Once the doctor says that you're ready to go, then we're going. Yeah. How do you feel?
Crispy, but I'll be fine. Let's go.
You do smell a bit like KFC, it has to be said. Spentucky fried chicken.
Takes
SFC.
a few. It's got. Doctor said it was gonna be a couple of weeks before all the skin kind of feels natural, but it isn't like it's gonna break off or anything. I should be all right to go.
Oh Christ!
I'll check that with the doctor, and then if the doctor says it's fine, then we'll go. You'll do as you're told, Billy Bob. I'll go find the doctor.
She just
Is that
stares
okay?
at him as the room.
I remember back in the day when we all used to get along. Remember back when we was out there picking up those cryo chambers, and then those two guys, they just disappeared. And then
Wait.
we was fighting that black python, and then that thing disappeared with one of the guys. And then we bought a station. Well, y'all bought a station, but you know, I helped. And then we was getting along, and then all of a sudden my shit blew up, and nobody's getting along anymore, and I don't quite get it.
She takes a sip of her wine in her flask and goes, just without even looking at him, I'm impressed you entirely missed out the moments where they locked me out of the first cabin and then bullied me. But you know, I guess memory is subjective.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Do.
It's a philosophy you should learn to live by there, Maggie.
Are you alright? I mean this seriously.
I'll be fine. This ain't the first console that's blown up in my face.
Yes, but your skin.
This is Lucille the Fourth.
Wait, really?
Hell yeah, she don't get to be spoober driver and not blow a few things up.
I give you more credit than you're due. Wait, no, that's not how you say that.
Way to go!
Either way, I'm impressed, and I'll look after you, alright? And even if I can't, then I'm sure we'll find someone that I can pay.
I don't need a babysitter, Maggie. I'm a grown damn man.
A very
Yes,
very
and
irate
also a
voice in the
grown-down man
background.
surrounded by Titus.
A very
and
irate
Malcolm.
voice in the background. Somewhere out in the corridor goes, "We can look after ourselves, you uppity bitch."
So about that whole everybody gets along, because I'm
At
not the one
which
to start
case, you start to notice hospital security start to come down the hallway as you're screaming, "You uppity bitch!" in the hospital.
Margaret flags over someone that's in the room and goes, "Excuse me, I'm being harassed by this man over here. Could you do something about this, please?"
This is a hospital room. You're not out in the hall corridor.
Surely there would be someone catering for him.
Not at this moment. Ain't you ever been in the hospital?
Either way, if that comes over, she'll do the exact same thing.
If
She
I'm
doesn't get
far
involved.
enough away from it, I have to literally scream that down the corridor. How would
You
I have
can
heard
walk
what she
out
said
the
in the
room.
first place?
Either way, she continues on. I must be on my way, my dear, but if you need us, we're only a call away, and I'm sure that Carson has you sorted.
Okay. It'll be fine.
Remember, if Malcolm comes near you, call security.
I'll be out of here in no time. Don't you worry.
Of course you
I have
will.
second thoughts about this whole thing.
She turns on her heel, marches out, and just ignores Carson.
He doesn't even notice you ignoring him because he's ignoring you as well. He's probably not even looking at you. He's trying to find the
Fucking
doctor.
joking.
The double ignore.
This is where they all just get so ignoring of each other that it just nobody realizes it even happened.
Well,
I love this.
now that none of the party is playing together, that brings to a close our Elite Encounters campaign. I hope you all enjoyed it.
Give it time, they'll figure it out.
I'm off to play a game with a group of people I like.
Wow.
You know I'm only kidding. I love you guys. It's just your characters are all arseholes.
Oh, 100%.
Well, what's funny is that the LM is probably the biggest asshole of the whole thing.
Yeah, that's because it's you, Chaos. I mean that in a nice way. I just realized that sounded awful. I mean that lovingly.
Accurate. Chaos is most evil person here.
To be fair, every single time DJ and Chaos are together, I usually tend to hear the words "you're an arsehole" to Chaos. So
Accurate.
she's continuing on her way. Feel free to continue.
So speaking of which, I'm asleep in a prison cell.
I don't know where I am.
Nope, you don't. You're not even awake yet.
Can Billy Bob get up now? That was what I was going to
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, Billy Bob, he's already putting his pants on.
Right, okay.
He's getting ready to get out of there. Titus,
Yeah.
you kind of wake up. You definitely have a headache. You wake up a few hours later and you definitely have a head. I mean, you can hold your liquor. That was a lot of liquor. That was a lot. And you also notice that your pants are quite damp.
Good night then.
Yum.
What I'm hearing is Titus had a good night.
Yeah, you even as big as your bladder is, you put down a keg.
So we had a good night.
You
It's good.
definitely had a good night.
It's good.
Security guard or station security, one of the block guards comes down. Oi! And you wake up.
Yes. Morning.
He's got the small matter of a fine.
Can I have my breakfast before we deal with that, please? I know how all this works. I've been here.
He just kind of looks at you for a minute. And looks out at
Don't you know he
somebody
only
that
gets
you
that
can't-
drunk for the free Continental in the morning?
This croissant is tepid!
He looks down the hallway and nods at somebody that you can't see. Right. Now use drunk and disorderly.
Breakfast?
It's coming.
Okay. So I was drunk and disorderly. This is not unusual.
Oh, you've got a history of that, do you?
Could say. And a present, and likely a future.
Not at these stations, you know. Your fine is 25 credits, and you're banned from the station.
I love that you're being held by like a 14th century jailer.
Yeah, right? I'll tell you what, I'll give you 50
Comical
credits.
helmet.
I'll give you 50 credits.
Paulie?
The other way.
50 credit. I'm sorry, you said 50 credits and what?
I'll give you 50 credits and you can look the other way. And that'll be orange juice and coffee with my breakfast, please. I know how this works. We're at 60.
50 credits. I'll let you go now, and you can just go find
60
yourself.
credits and you go and get me my damn breakfast.
You don't want the breakfast, yes. Just go down the street.
70 credits and you can go down the street and bring me my breakfast here, can't you?
And you just wants to eat it in your cell. It's disgusting in here.
I'm comfortable.
It's comfortable. It's just slamming and concrete.
You gonna get me my breakfast, or shall I just pay the 25 credit fine and leave?
Just wait here.
Orange juice and coffee.
Yeah.
Mixed.
You fucking disgust me. Next thing you know, you'll suggest fucking pineapple on a pizza, you fucking barbarian.
So, a few minutes pass, or probably 30 minutes pass, and you hear the doors opening, and all right, it's just breakfast. Credits. Credits.
Oh, there you go. Sorry.
Ah. Right. And he just leaves the door open. I guess you'll be leaving when he's done.
Yeah, it's alright.
Right. And then he walks down and you can hear he stops at whoever's at the end of the hallway there and hear him exchanging a little bit of credit. And just whenever he comes out, just let him go. Right, I got it. And that is where we're going to take our break.
That's how you
So
deal with
I
policemen.
was just thinking that.
Yep, that's where we're going to take our break because it is pushing in on 11:30.
That's how you deal with policemen, right?
In an outskirt station, yeah, you could probably get away with that, like
Yeah.
you did.
Well, yeah, if you tried that in civilization, there might be issues.
Yeah, you might not be getting out today at all.
No.
In fact, they might just take your credits and leave you there. All
That's
right.
called kidnapping.
No, not when it's legal.
I was about to say, in the Federation, they just call it, normality.
Hey.
We're all adults, so I believe it's technically abduction.
I will make it legal.
That's disturbing.
I am the Senate.
Exactly.
I am the law.
I am the law. Let's see here. I need some space music. All right.
All right, so it's break time. We're going to be about 10 minutes time. We'll be back for more. So have fun. Go and grab a drink or a wee or whatever it is you want to do in this break, and we'll speak to you soon. We're just about to go back live, I think. So here we go.
Like ish.
And
I'm
should
here.
also
I'm
turn
listening
off
to you all. I
the,
can see you all.
the Discord. 'Cause-
I'm here.
nice. So while I was away, I had Stella and I got Biscoff. Like a
This
whole
is the right
bunch
way
of
up
them.
this time.
So good.
They are
They
so
make,
good.
Biscoff makes like cookie butter that is like a peanut
Well-
butter version of those, and oh my god, it's heaven.
Last night I made dark chocolate fondue with Bailey's, and I was dipping these into them.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
they're like
Oh, yeah.
cracker cookies.
So everyone on stream watching this, this is how you torture a diabetic.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were diabetic, dude. That's right. You can wave ice cream in my face next time we see each other. I'm
Yes, I am
definitely
lactose
allergic to
intolerant.
dairy. Raw dairy.
I've got the cone, but not the ice cream.
Anyway, Neon, is this the normal start time? It is not. You just came in the second half.
Yes.
This is the second
Hi.
half.
Also, can I just point out my rather wonderful honorary hammers of Slough bad guy?
Oh, very nice.
Have
Very
you
nice.
seen-
God,
Have I
they're
shown
letting
you?
anybody in these days.
Mm-mm.
Check
right.
that out.
Very
Wow.
nice.
No, I'm not. I'm not on a hammer of Slough. I'm an honorary hammer of Slough.
Yeah, and you only had. Did you see the initiation ceremony for it?
Yeah, quite.
It's quite good.
Fuck you. Yeah, Selezen was there.
Yep. I may have done a little voiceover work for it.
Also, I didn't forget anyone on my going live tweet.
Dick.
I did.
I love
I'm
that.
so
I just
sorry.
I went on Twitter and I was like, "Hey, fucker."
What's this? Was I there?
Oh no, he just left me out of his going live tweet with Elite Encounters. Hey, come join, blah 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 blah. And I was like, did you forget someone, Dick?
Ben,
Ah, nice.
not Ben. Jake. It's because you both got Blaze in your name. To my defense, Jake, you legend. Thank you. 880 bitties. I appreciate it.
Before we get started, buttons. Neon Treon says hi.
I just sent hearts.
Ah.
Hello, Neon.
Hi. Right, so Titus has had a really nice breakfast provided by the police
Yes,
and isn't banned from the station.
is not banned from the station.
Good that, isn't it?
Uh huh. So, we come back, and Malcolm,
Yes.
you come to. It's almost as if
Come to what?
you awaken
Yeah.
suddenly. It's almost as if whatever was injected just all at once disappeared. It leaves you with a bit of a headache. And you hear someone approach from behind.
It's Bubba.
But you also notice that you
I
are
pucker slightly.
tied to a chair. And the chair seems
Oh,
to be
just kidding, then.
fixed to the ground.
Am I clothed?
From what you can tell.
Okay, good. So I'm not
As-
getting like Bond in Casino Royale right now.
No. No, that's even a little too cruel for me. Okay? No one's getting bullwhipped in the balls. I like how Maggie's like, really? No? Damn. So as you're down there, you hear these footsteps approach, these heavy footfalls, and you hear what sounds like a cart being wheeled up. And as this being approaches you, feel this bag and it gets ripped off your head, and you are down in some metallic dark room with crates, and it's very dark down here.
The ships or the boxes?
Some ambient lighting. What?
Crate ships or crate boxes?
Oh, crate boxes. Crate boxes. Not K-R-A-I-T. C-R-A-T-E.
So you're in a spaceship hangar.
Oh, fucking hell. Discord just paid me back.
Let's use Discord. This was a great idea.
You were the one that
Discord's
suggested
so
it, motherfucker.
stable. Discord's great. Let's throw away TeamSpeak and just use Discord.
I love it so much.
This was your idea, motherfucker.
After you moaned about it for the last 3 months. Or longer. I don't know. How long have you been playing this shit now?
It was more of a capitulation than an idea.
Since, like, February.
This was
I was
your
February.
idea, motherfucker.
You paint history however you see fit.
Those of us with long-term memories will correct
Are you going to change clothes?
Titus is on strike.
Oh, Jesus, tap dancing Christ.
I'll be right back.
Anyway, so it takes a second or two for your eyes to focus, and you see a rather slight, tall but slight man, and you look over and you see some instruments. And they don't look friendly.
Wow.
Instruments.
We're doing a torture scene.
Jesus.
About to get sword, motherfucker.
You gonna play a game?
It seems that you have angered some people,
I'm gonna kill this guy with his own instruments just for his voice.
and I have been procured to make you pay for that.
Fucking that's a J-Man from Half-Life.
I was about to say, did the G-Man from Half-Life just rock up?
Hello, Mr.
No.
Freeman.
Anyway! God, now I can't even do the damn voice.
Crowbar!
It's fine. It was fine.
Bolted to a chair.
Grab a briefcase. Get yourself properly in character.
Put on a suit.
Where should we start?
I don't know if my word counts for anything, but I vote that guy over there.
Soldering on to the nostrils. Squeal, piggy!
You're all smiles. I think that's where we're going to start.
And he pulls out a scalpel.
Now stand still. I don't want to make this jagged.
Why so serious?
In what way am I fastened to this chair?
You seem to be roped in and then handcuffed around through the back, and the chair seems to be bolted to the floor.
And the new single by Malcolm McLaren today is That's Me Fucked. Straight in at number 1.
So he starts approaching Malcolm with the scalpel. And it's at this point we flash over to Maggie and Carson and Billy Bob as you're all leaving the hospital.
So if Billy Bob's all crispy now, does that make him a Uber Eats driver?
Oh my fucking god, DJ. Oh my god, Crispy Bob. Is that his new name now? It's not Billy Bob. Shish Kebab.
No.
Oh god, no.
Oh god, shish kebab. Yes. He got turned into a shish kebab.
I'm proud of myself for that awful joke.
And I thought, wow. And I thought I was being a bit demented with the whole thing going on over there.
My dear, that's my everyday. Believe me. So for a definite, Margaret's still ignoring the fuck out of Carson. I imagine vice versa.
Likewise.
I mean, I don't mean to intrude in none of your personal matters, but this is kind of awkward as fuck right now. You two, and then asking me to relay a message to somebody that's exactly 2 feet away from you. I mean,
I'll just point out I haven't done that.
I didn't start this, my dear.
well, I got a better idea. Why don't y'all just be the bigger person and get over it?
I'm naturally that. Listen, I'll let bygones be bygones, but if this one's going to have another sissy fit, then that's up to him.
Sissy face. Okay.
Just so you know. Hissy fit, sissy fit. I'm sure they're interchangeable.
Well, that totally doesn't seem like being the bigger person.
I was willing to let it go.
I haven't said 2 words about the situation or anything
Where's
else.
the echo?
I've literally said no words. But you
did
keep on
shout.
pushing it and pushing it and pushing it.
I'm not the one that called myself a bitch, am I?
Well, you were the one that was being a bitch, to be fair.
I'm sorry
There
I
are
didn't
people around
see-
you who are trying to help out. People around you are trying to do the right thing, and all you can do is insult them, belittle them, call them poor, treat them like shit, treat them like pieces of meat. So you expect people to get on with you well when you act like an uppity bitch. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. I've had enough
Carson.
putting up with the 3 of you at the moment.
I remember.
Carson.
There's no 2 of you. No one of you actually hanging the right way mentally. And I'm the one that's got a fucking insanity point missing. Wow.
Carson, my
Stop calling me my dear. You are not my dear and I'm not your dear. My name is Carson.
Mr. Drake. How is that, Mr. Drake?
More appropriate
Just
for you,
because you
madam.
don't act like everybody else, and I don't act like everybody else, but we have our ways.
In a lot of
Whether or
ways, you're
not you
worse.
may believe it, let me finish. I care for Billy Bob. Weirdly, I care for you. I care for Titus. Not so much Malcolm, but I do care for you. It's one of those things where we don't all act the same because we are not the same person. So I may act how I do from my upbringing, as you may act how you do too. But guess what? I'm being genuine. Right now I'm being genuine, even though everybody in this spaceship has treated me like utter crap since I first got here.
Excuse
Do
me?
you expect me? You may have been even slightly decent to me. But all of
Slightly
you have
decent.
decided to call me an uppity bitch since day one, even though I have actually been relatively patient with every single bloody one of you.
Just remind me exactly what it was that you said, the one sentence that you said before I called you an uppity bitch. You tell me what you said. Do you even remember when you belittle people?
I don't even remember.
Exactly.
I was too busy talking to Billy Bob, who was
You
hurt.
can be casually dismissive of people who are standing in the same room as you, and you don't even remember it. That's the sort of person you are.
There was a person that had just been injured. Why are you making this situation about you, my dear?
Because I was trying to help him. I was there for him from the minute it happened. You breeze in and you think you can take over, as always, and then just belittle the person that's sitting there, not even one word to my face to say, thank you for getting him to a hospital, or well done in getting him here so quickly, or thank God you were there, or anything like that. Not even that believe in God, thank God's whatever, you know.
My
But
dear.
no, not a word. And then just casual insults the entire way through.
What check?
Awareness checks from both of you at difficulty 4.
Right. Difficulty 4. I keep thinking of the dick in my trait notes. Thanks, Chaos. Awareness.
Do any skills go along with this as well?
This is straight up awareness. Well, Carson, you're just yammering away, and Margaret, you kind of look back and notice that Billy Bob is gone.
She pauses, and whilst I imagine he's still shouting,
I'll carry on ranting, yeah.
You realise he's gone.
I'm actually looking at her while I'm ranting, so I suppose I would notice if she stops.
He's gone. And you just argued, none of us realised, which, really, I would say we're not as good as each other, are we? Shall we go and find Billy Bob?
You bring out the worst in me, you do.
This petty argument.
To be continued. Maybe.
She turns on her heel and goes to try and find him.
I'll do the same. Do we not have a comms link with him?
Well, Margaret's comm link just went off.
Oh. She answers it.
It's a text message. Text only message, I should say.
Oh.
It says, station job done. Pay now.
She looks relatively surprised. Not annoyed or anything, just impressed, surprised. Listen, something worse has just come up. I need to deal with this. This isn't me being mean. This is important. If you find Billy Bob, look after him. I shall see you later.
Okay, will do.
And she disappears.
Typical.
The worst time for that to come up.
Oh, Titus.
Hello.
You've just been
enjoying tea and crumpets.
In a prison cell.
It's been a little while. You're quite done with breakfast at this point.
Yeah, breakfast was good. It was a good breakfast he bought me. I'm impressed.
Was just planning on leaving anytime soon now?
Yeah, I'm leaving, and I'll tip him 5 credits on my way out.
5 credits is probably what this dude makes in a year.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Get this reputation as high tipping, high rollers.
I guess.
Is this a B&B? Space B&B.
Well, funnily enough,
It's
Titus
B&B.
now turns to him. So I'll be back later, yeah? There's plenty more where that came from.
Well, we got an office for you. Just make sure you're in this district, because I can't.
Yeah, no, I'll come back here. It's fine.
And off you go.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna have a look.
Have yourself a good day, Mr. Lone.
I will.
That's wonderful.
I mean, you're gonna tip the guy like 10 years' wages so that you can get breakfast in your cell and then just go. I mean, it's a wee bit difficult to be like, nah, especially when you're all the way the hell out here.
Yep.
This is the weirdest case of crooked cops I've ever heard.
Well, this is the other thing too. He's just done. All he did was got drunk. It's not like he really broke any rules. I mean, and the only reason he even got arrested is because he passed out in the damn bar.
Yeah, but I doubt many people exactly tip cops, so they might not actually be allowed to take that money. So technically, it's crooked cops. But he's taken. What did he do? Did he beat people up? Oh no! He gave someone breakfast, so they tipped him.
Right.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, he
Don't-
didn't.
Don't forget, he asked them to hold his cell for tonight.
Jesus Christ.
Could I make a reservation, please? A bed for one and table for one in the morning, please. Continental breakfast.
Oh my god, yes.
Is the detox
All right, so
free?
you're giving all your stuff back. Your comms link, your weapons,
So,
and you're turned loose out in the.
Like a wild animal.
so he's got no one with him, and no one's phoned him, so no one needs him. So,
Yeah, nobody needs you. Nobody
Titus
No,
would
they
like
need to
to
punch their
go
foot
on
over.
to Galnat and find out what the most interesting building on this space station is.
Of course.
There, as far as architecture goes, this place is kind of slapdash.
Oh.
But they did. There's this. There's a fountain called the McDowell Fountain,
Oh,
and it has some creatures, kind of bear-like creatures, holding up a bowl that overflows, but they're indigenous to the system.
oh, that sounds wonderful.
And it's made out of some kind of marble-like stone. Uh-oh. I think Discord just locked up.
No, we're fine.
It's still good for me.
Oh, if he can't hear us, that's
No,
what
I can
happened
hear
to me.
you. I can hear you now. It looks like everything.
Okay. Mine just died when that happened.
I think my stream might have died. Oh, no.
It tends to do it when there's been like a weird like fluctuation in your internet.
Fiery Toad, thank you for the host.
So Titus is gonna see a fountain, apparently. I reckon that sounds right up my alley. Do I see anything interesting on my way to the fountain? No?
No.
Okay.
This place is kind of... looks like every other kind of
Shitty.
prefab station. It's just kind of there, put together. I mean, this is not a station that anybody's really put any money into.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's the biggest station in a cluster of stars. It's kind of like the central hub. Like most of the big ships, you can almost consider this to be like the trade hub.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
got your Type 9s and your Anacondas, your Panther Clippers. They're coming in here for the cargo. And then you have your smaller Type 7s and what, or
Yeah.
6s and 7s are bringing the ore and stuff in from the outposts and the
Yeah,
adjoining
yeah.
systems.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go and have a look at this fountain. It sounds like a good idea. Did I get that copper's number?
Mm-mm.
Fuck.
If you want, you need to ask.
Yeah, I didn't think of it at the time. Should have. So,
It calls 911.
can Titus cast an eye around and see if there's any fine establishments wherein he can imbibe of beverages of the alcoholic nature?
Well, you're gonna take 10 damage.
What?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna cast your eye, it's gonna hurt like a bitch.
Well,
taking
oh
it out.
wow, you.
I was just wondering when we've got magic rules involved in this game, that's all.
Right?
I didn't write that shit.
It's like, wait a minute. I need to look at your character sheet, actually.
Why? Titus can never die.
He says this.
What? Titus can never die.
Street smarts. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me an awareness +1.
You mean I actually get a dice in awareness?
Yeah.
Holy shit. What? I got 3 dice in awareness. Oh yeah, because I got 2 in senses. Yeah, cool. I did it at difficulty 6 and got 2 successes.
Absolutely. You went around and you managed to find a quite high end place.
Oh, excellent. So I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna go straight to the bar and sit at the bar. Is there a bar? I'm assuming there's a bar.
There's a bar.
Okay, I'm gonna go and sit at the bar. And I'd like to get the bartender's attention.
Okay. Well, hello, sir. What can I do for you?
What's the strongest alcohol you sell?
Do you want the strongest, or do you want the tastiest?
Look, one of my best friends in the
Because I
world.
tell you right now, they're mutually exclusive.
One of my best friends in the world tried to murder me. I'm incredibly upset. I don't care if it tastes like battery acid.
Have you considered talking to him?
He doesn't want to talk to me.
How do you know? When's the last time you tried?
No, he hasn't phoned me.
Have you tried phoning him?
People always phone me when they want me. I just
Yes,
do what
what?
I'm told.
Right. Perhaps you should initiate the phone call.
But I don't do that. No one told me to.
I'm gonna tell you to call your friend, and then
Oh, okay. Can
he
I call
plops-
Carson, please?
he plops a pint of this
Oh,
horrific smelling moonshine.
Can I call Carson, please?
this is ripping my heart apart.
I see that it's
Drunk
him.
calling your ex right now.
I'll answer it. What?
Why are you upset with me?
Really? You don't know?
I just did what I was told.
Look, I ain't got time to get into this at the minute, but to be quite honest, I could do with your help. We've lost Billy Bob.
Where do you need me?
I'll tell him where I am, because obviously,
Yeah.
woman
Good.
face
Okay.
fucked off, didn't she? So
Do you want me to go there?
yes, look for Billy
Okay.
Bob, basically.
I'll go there.
That one's on the house.
Uh,
He picks it
I-
up and he pours it into a styrofoam cup. And you start to notice that the styrofoam cup starts to melt. And he goes, "Oh, that's not the best." He puts it out, finds another disposable cup and pours it in.
I thank
There you
him and slip 50 credits onto the bar.
No, this one's on the house, sir.
Yeah, no, that's for you. And walk out.
Titus is broke.
Titus really isn't broke.
Okay.
Ow.
So yeah, I'm gonna go to where Carson is.
Okay. While you're on your way to Carson,
Oh, that is a lot of blood. Tell me, how are you feeling? Oh dear, have I killed him? And he hauls off and slaps the shit out of you. Mr. McLaren.
Is he muted?
I was about to say, bam.
What? Oh, sorry.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry, I just was reading a DM. Am I still about to be carved like a Thanksgiving
oh, you've
turkey?
been carved. You're quite bloody now.
Okay.
You definitely have a black eye. You've been fairly carved up. You notice that one of your hands is broken.
You notice? Oh.
One of your hands is broken. Because he's done it over the course of a couple of hours, you are on 1 trauma. Or no, you have 1 trauma left.
Mm-hmm.
He will have lost some trauma through blood loss as well, though, because you just said it's quite bloody.
What? He's got 1 trauma point left.
Uh-huh.
Oh, right, okay, that's different.
Poor Malcolm.
Let's say brink of death. Not there. Still conscious. It's almost as if
Sadly.
he's being kept alive. Oh, good. You're still awake. Tell me. I noticed that you were a hacker. I say was. Do you like to play with electricity? And we cut over to Carson. Walking down the street. By himself now.
That doesn't bode well.
No.
I think I'm going to be rolling some dice.
It's okay, I'm on my way. I'll protect you.
You're not there yet. You're on your way there. What would you like to do to try and find Billy Bob? Or are you just going to wait for,
I'm going to go back the way we came,
Nice.
see if I can see where he kind of slipped away.
Okay.
Or see anything that may indicate what happened. Something that's
Use
been
your
dropped.
investigation powers.
Oh my god, it's relevant! Du-du-du-du-du. Experiences. Investigation. What am I rolling?
Just, how are you going to look? Okay.
Oh.
Nope.
That
You
was
don't.
pretty shit. I got 1 success. I did something.
You got 1 success. You kind of think you see somebody that looks like Billy Bob, but as you get closer, it's just another redneck. They all tend to look alike.
How dare you call Billy Bob a redneck?
It's Billy Bob's 36th cousin twice removed. Billy Bob.
Kind of, yeah. So, is there anything anybody else wants to do?
Me.
So I'd like to not be tortured.
On the way, is there a place I can buy a box of chocolate for Carson?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's like
I'd like
quick
to
and
buy him
easy.
a really nice box of chocolate.
No problem. You now have 1 very nice box of chocolate. There's only 4.
Excellent.
Because they're like the really, really good kind. So
Yeah, they're proper fancy.
Like you get
Yeah,
4
yeah.
fancy truffle.
I'm okay with this.
Okay.
Poor Ben.
This is going to hurt you much more than it hurts me. Oh, it's you. As you start to hear footfalls coming towards you. And he takes the cables and sets them down over the thing and
I think I've just worked out who this is.
we were about to have fun. Even more fun than it was.
You've done wonderfully, my dear. Absolutely wonderfully. Couldn't have trusted this with a better person.
Can I keep torturing him, or should I go now?
Let's just keep you just in case.
On the brink of consciousness, Malcolm's wondering what the hell goes on because he is Acorn.
what?
I was Acorn.
Oh, she didn't go for Acorn. She just went to go find a torturer. She never actually went to go find a hacker. She never went to go find a hacker. She walks forward, heels kicking on the ground. You know, at first it was almost amusing. At first you didn't do much to annoy me. You were small. I've dealt with people like you all the time. I'm old, my dear. I'm used to this. But when you made it personal, when you tried to soil my name, you made me angry and upset, and it's not good when I'm upset. And you're lucky that I didn't kill you. But you know what? You're quite useful, you are. In your own way. We need you. You're good at what you do. But really, my dear, I do think you should behave. Should we have to play again? Do you understand, my dear? Stop it! Silence.
Sorry.
Mr. McLaren, I asked you a question. Do you understand?
You're still a soggy bitch.
How much extra to torture him more, possibly to death?
You can't rightfully expect after you chain me to a chair and torture me to the brink of death, I'm ever going to cooperate with anything with you ever again. Realistically.
It doesn't matter if you do.
It makes no sense from any point of character motivation.
It doesn't matter if you do. She doesn't care. She's trying to give you a chance. Smart people would have taken that chance, even if they were lying. Could you zap him again, my dear?
I think I've shorted it.
What?
The last one. I think I shorted it out.
Did you just... Oh my god. You're all useless.
And he backs up and knocks over the table of implements, and they go everywhere.
You can't trust anybody to do a good job in this entire galaxy. Honestly.
Out on the street, Carson winces for no apparent reason.
My hands are burning. I'm going to go seek medical attention.
I'm not paying you for this.
Fine. Maybe a little. A bit.
Just go and get medical fucking attention. Go. Shoot. She looks back to Malcolm. I'm not going to kill you. Not now. As I said, you're useful. Just be careful who you pick fights with. We're not all as we seem. We're not all just a joke. We have feelings and we have lives, and you're lucky it was me. If this was someone else, you'd be dead now. But Titus would also be sad you were dead.
Just painted over the station.
Doesn't matter. Like, when I said you hit her and you hit a nerve, you hit one of her largest
Malcolm
character
headbutts
nerves.
Maggie in the face.
What's this?
Malcolm headbutts Maggie in the face.
Cute. Very cute.
You never said my head was restrained. You said I'm tied to the chair and my hands are handcuffed behind me.
She's not going to walk up to you, is she?
To be fair, you didn't say that.
It's at that moment Maggie pushes a button and everything goes black, and the goggles come off, and you look down and you can see that there are nodes stuck to you all up and down your body. All the pain, all of the cuts, everything was just nerve stimulation. You're actually fine. Although you were tied to a chair. It's actually quite well lit in here. So, I mean, so we can, like, let him go, right?
I guess.
All right.
How much was that?
Like 25 credits.
Of course. I've got your number right.
Absolutely. You can call me anytime.
Brilliant.
He just
I'll
starts
be in
going,
touch.
No,
Margaret stops her hand and goes, I'm going to leave first. I'm not an idiot. If he tries to chase me, I'll pay you extra. Just tie him back down.
That's fine.
She waves goodbye. See you back on the station, Malcolm. Then she just leaves.
And the guy proceeds to remove all of the nerve implants. And he ties a little thing to the chain on the handcuffs. And he goes, I'm going to be bar when this goes off. But it's little. Just keep your hands apart. It'll burn the lock. You'll be all set. Have fun. And he takes off. 3-4 minutes later, you hear a little snap, and the handcuffs, they just and fall off. You are now free, completely unharmed, maybe a little mentally scarred, but completely unharmed.
Now you're muted again.
You're muted.
Muted Ben is muted.
She thinks the station name is bad. That's certainly never going to get painted over now.
Then you've just started a war.
But
Maggie has no idea.
we got some. Well, I got some plotting to do.
May or may not have asked Frontier to put a station into Elite called Maggie, Soggy hole.
Wonderful. Honestly, if that happens, I'm fucking honoured. I don't care what it's called. She's not. But...
Yes, of course not. Of course not.
If something from this RPG gets into Frontier, gets into Elite Dangerous, I'll be fucking ecstatic.
And if anything's getting in there, that would be a wonderful thing.
Could you imagine if there was some kind of mission setup thing that actually involved Acorn and Squirrel, Billy Bob and Lucille and all that?
Please.
Do you think they'd put our names in there as NPC names?
Oh my
Maybe.
God, please.
I mean, the only problem is you'd have to rename Akiyama Station to Maggie Soggy Hole.
Wait, did you use an actual station name?
Yeah, Akiyama in LTT 3447.
Oh fuck!
He gave us a
no,
map
nice.
for it and everything.
That's brilliant.
Maggie, Soggy hole.
Remember, Maggie with an I, not an E. Actually, is it an E? How do you guys spell it?
I.E.
I.e.
I.
IT.
Maggots?
That's just something different. I mean, actually.
No, she asked how do you spell it?
No, Jesus Christ.
Why do we keep inviting him?
No.
What? I just answered. And all of you were telling her you spell it I-E. What's wrong with you?
Fuck's sake.
They were lying to you.
I don't know.
I don't think they were.
Depends on where you're from, though. Isn't it?
In it?
Eh?
Oh,
Eh?
so
Isn't it?
I just dropped a load of frames because OBS decided to be weird.
Irritable bowel syndrome?
That's what I thought he said as well.
My dear, you can have a piss take of like whether or not we say in it or not, but at least we actually use you in our words.
Ooh.
Color does not
That you
require...
is unnecessary in all of those words.
And to
That
be
you
fair,
is classy.
To be fair, Facebook doesn't refer to our version
Colour.
of English as English simplified either.
I mean, if you want to be
Simplified because
unnecessarily
you have to
complex...
complicate everything.
Right, unnecessarily complex.
Classy.
Color.
We have shit to do over here, like
yeah, look,
pressing
look,
minorities. and-
Look, we're hardcore English users. Don't talk to me about your casual English use, yeah? We're hardcore English users over here.
Oh my God.
Anywho, so everybody's nice and free to roam about the station. We're still missing a Billy Bob, and nobody's advanced the damn plot! Anyway,
I couldn't advance the plot. I've been chained to a chair for half the session.
I know, but Buttons has been planning this for like 3 episodes now, so I had to let her have it.
I've been doing everything I can to advance the plot.
Oh, on that note, Margaret has gone to go look for Billy Bob. Like instantly, as soon as she was done with that, her instant thing was Billy Bob. She actually does give a shit.
Okay, you went to go look for Billy Bob. Where's the first place you head?
To information desk.
I would point out here that she's obviously been tied up with this for the past hour and a half, I would say.
Oh, have you found
So-
Billy Bob yet?
So
Yeah, what's
I'll-
Selezen and I been doing?
myself and Mr. Titus will have been looking for the last hour and a half.
Yeah, what have we been doing?
Okay,
Yeah, so do we
the
get a
last
shot
hour
now?
and a
Mr.
Yes.
Mr. LM?
Yeah.
Wow.
What have we been doing?
And a sewer pipe explodes and kills Carson.
Oh wow, that's terrible
Anyway.
luck.
Yeah, it's crazy. Where would you guys have gone? What would you have done in the last hour? Figure maybe it took 10 minutes to get across the Hab ring
Well,
over to where you were.
I'd immediately be like, well, Malcolm could find him.
Malcolm's not here. It's just you and
Well,
me.
where's Malcolm?
I don't know where Malcolm is. I don't honestly care where Malcolm is.
Did-
Look for Billy Bob.
Look, okay.
We came from that direction. Go back that way, see if you can find any clues as to where he may have gone. Use your eyes. If you find anything, let me know.
Okay. Titus looks around for Billy Bob.
Awareness.
I'll go back. I'll keep going back along the way we came, looking.
With or
Everywhere.
without extra dice? Without, yeah.
I am also going to
Yeah,
try and
let's-
call Billy Bob on the comms unit.
Okay. There is no response.
I got a success on a difficulty 6 roll.
As you're walking, you kind of saw what looks like could be Billy Bob getting onto one of the transports that you just came off of.
Shish kebab!
And the doors close and the transport.
I think trying to actually get him on your side, calling him shish kebab, may not be the way to
Okay.
do it.
I grabbed the person standing next to me and asked them where that transport was going.
That one.
Yeah.
That one's going to Central Station.
Excellent.
I'm gonna
I
go to
put
the
him
dock.
down.
I'm gonna go to the docking bay where Lucille is.
I
I'm
put
gonna
him
wait
down
for him there. I
and
think he
phoned
may have got
Carson.
pissed off at the argument and gone back there.
I put him down and phone Carson and tell him that I just saw him on a thing going to Central Station.
Okay.
Right. Can you follow him then? I'm gonna go back to the ship and wait for him there.
Next train is 10 minutes.
Uh,
You would also know
how
that
far is Central Station?
Central Station on the train
No.
is. Oh, you can't walk there. I mean, you could, but it'll take you the better part of the day to walk there.
So I can't run there really quick. Can I catch the train up?
No. It's a fucking maglev train. It's gone.
Is there any other method of transportation available?
Yeah, I mean, there's taxis. Taxis can do that.
Is it going to be quicker?
It's not going to be as fast as the maglev.
Including the weight?
6 of one, half dozen of the other, depending on traffic.
Get the taxi.
Okay. You hop in a taxi.
Is the taxi driven by a human or is it a program?
No, it's automated.
Dog.
You
Welcome
would
to
also
Johnny
know...
Cab.
Yes. That was my first.
Hang on, wait. Bollocks to this noise. Can I order an Uber? Does an Uber have a real person?
No, there's no Ubers here.
God, this place really is backward. It's nearly as bad as Cleethorpes.
Yeah, it really only. Oh, wow. Wow.
Not enough mining stations.
Yeah, it only. This place, it's like I said, it's Ocellus. It only has a.
Hang on, Ocellus. They're the newest, most beautiful, up-to-date
Okay, not
station.
Ocellus. What's the short one with the Habring?
Fuck. Selezen?
What?
What's the short station with the single
What's
Habring?
the station with a Habring that's not an Ocellus?
Orbis?
Orbis. Yes.
Orbis.
Yep.
This is an Orbis. Sorry.
Oh, so we really are in a shithole.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be worse. We could be in a Coriolis, right?
Coriolis, that's the big dodecahedron.
They're the smallest and shittiest of the stations.
Yeah, it goes It goes Outpost, Coriolis, Orbis, Ocellus.
Yep.
Well, what's the really big one? That's the Ocellus.
That's the Ocellus. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
The one with the.
Remember
the red-
that Orbis stations come in a variety of different sizes.
Yeah. Okay, this is Coriolis. I had the whole thing backwards. You're in a Coriolis.
Oh, okay.
So there's no Habring.
We really are in a shithole then.
Oh, no, there is a Habring in.
No, not on a Coriolis.
Not on a
Okay,
Coriolis,
you're-
there isn't.
Then you are in an Orbis.
We're in an orbit, right?
You're in an Orbis.
Ping, ping,
So,
ping, ping. I'm dizzy.
Yeah, right.
Just pick one.
This
Am
is
I
the small Orbis.
Am I in the Habring of the orb?
You are in the Habring of the Orbis.
So yeah, get a taxi.
Okay. You would also know that Central Station links to all other trains. And you definitely, when you came from,
Doesn't matter. Carson told me to look for Billy Bob.
okay. So you hop in a taxi. If you go. Carson, how are you planning on getting to the docking bay? You gonna wait for the
By
train? or you
whatever
gonna
way's
hail a
quickest.
taxi
I
too?
think my headphones are about to run out of power, annoyingly enough.
Oh no!
Yeah. Yep, there it goes. Headphones have just gone.
Fortunately, he has backup. Testing.
So you have wired headphones,
I think we're coming out of his speakers at the moment.
You are at the minute, yeah. Hang on, I'll need to do some faffing around.
Alright, well in the meantime. Pretty down deep in the bowels of the,
And we're back.
of the station. I mean, there ain't no information desks. You're actually much closer to the docking bays than you are the hammering.
And she's going to head straight to the seal.
Okay.
Right, well, yes, I'm heading straight back as whatever the quickest way I can find is, whether it be maglev or whether it be taxi.
Okay. Taxi direct is that's going to be the fastest way there.
Right, I'll do that then.
All right, so you're heading to the docking bay. Malcolm, it's been a few minutes. What are you doing? Besides plotting Maggie's untimely death.
Yeah, I have no idea where I am, so.
You everything's unlocked. I mean, you're free to move about. You also notice that gravity is half of what it normally is. And that's why they stick the cargo bays close to the center of the station, so things are lighter to move around.
Okay. So I'm like deep in the center holds.
Yeah, you wouldn't just know that just from the fact that you're like, oh, okay.
Floaty light.
You're like, I must be near the center of the station.
You're in the arse end of nowhere.
Well, I am gonna make my way just back to the Lucille.
Okay. So, some time passes, and Maggie, as you approach Lucille, you see Billy Bob walking from the opposite direction towards the ship.
How come she gets there first?
She was close.
Because she was really close to the docking bay to start with. You guys are out on the hammering.
God damn it!
She shouts, "Billy Bob!" And she's serious too. It's not some whimsical thing.
Oh. Hi.
She stays silent for a moment and walks closer.
Now, I mean, I don't know how to go about telling y'all this, but maybe it might not be a terrible idea if you found yourself another driver. Because, like, you know, this was kind of fun, but now it's just all kinds of tense. Billy Bob, he don't do tense.
I know.
Seduce him, Maggie.
Oh. She nods. I know. We're not hugely compatible, are we? But I'm assuming this is what friends do. They fight, and then they make up, and then you're a stronger party.
Wait. You see, that's exactly the kind of bullshit I'm talking about, Maggie. You assume that's what friends do. I have friends. I mean, yeah, friends fight and everything, but at least in the end of it, you don't really mean it. I get the feeling y'all really do kind of mean it, and that's just not kind of cool.
I think the thing is we don't actually mean it so much as we don't understand each other enough to be able to converse properly. But if you know what it's like, why don't you teach us? We could do with your help.
What are you, some kind of damn AI? You don't teach you how to be a friend?
Billy Bob, do I look like the sort of person that really does friends, so much as contacts?
I think you'd do a friend if it got you ahead.
Exactly. Not actual
Giggity.
friends. I'm not. I'm fond of this group. Most of them. I'm very fond of you. And honestly, I feel like we would all fall apart at the hinges if you weren't here. And what I'm saying is we need you. And it's not easy for me to say that unless I'm paying someone. And I don't remember we've actually paid you, so...
No. But I also told you that... But I also told you that this adventure was fun.
Seriously?
So you didn't have
He's
to
going to run out
worry
of power
about
as well. Fucking hell.
What do you
No,
want?
it's not fun. I mean, I don't mind getting blown up. Like I said, this is deal number 4. It's happened before, it'll happen again, but...
Billy Bob, none of us are 100% functional.
How far
I
away
don't
is
like-
Malcolm?
You should be getting there about now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk by, grab Billy Bob on my way up the ramp, hit the button to close the docking ramp on the way. Tell him, that crazy bitch just tried to scar me for life. I'm sure she's feeding you some kind of super friends bullshit right now, but...
Are you gonna
no, she's kinda
physically
crazy.
grab Big Billy Bob? Are you physically grabbing him?
I'm just like grabbing onto his overalls and dragging him with me
She just yells.
as I walk by.
Roll initiative.
Initiative?
If Billy Bob
Exists, are you going to stop?
Come with me.
if you're gonna try and physically drag him, he is going to fight you.
You could just ask him.
I'm not literally like dragging him, kicking and screaming.
Well, you literally said, I'm grabbing him and dragging him up the thing, and then we're gonna...
You did say that.
You did say that. I'm giving you one out.
Jesus Christ.
So I know that's not exactly
If we're going
what you
to
meant.
not use common speech colloquialisms. Yes, I'll be uber specific. I want him to come up the fucking ramp with me and shut the door in Maggie's bitch face.
Wow.
Love
And that wasn't character.
Now
Damn.
just hold on a damn minute, Malcolm. Now this is my ship, and I'm leaving on my ship, and I don't know if any of y'all are coming with me. I think y'all should just go in there and get your things and get the hell off. I'm gonna go find me a nice paying customer that may be nice. Or something resembling human.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
It's about
Where
that
am I
time.
at this point?
You're at Central. You're easily at Central Station.
So Billy Bob obviously wasn't who I was following.
No,
Okay.
but Selezen or Carson,
Yeah.
you should be pulling in right about now.
Do I see any of what's just kicked off?
You see Billy Bob ranting. You wouldn't have seen the what initiated.
Do we hear anything about what he said?
I'm gonna find some people resembling human.
Okay. Is he standing in the doorway at the moment?
No, actually, he's not. Malcolm's on the ramp.
As much as
Maggie's
Malcolm
off
wants
to the
it.
side. Billy Bob is kind of standing about, let's say, 3 meters away from both of them.
Billy Bob, can you and I have a word in private, please?
No,
Would you- Right, okay.
it's all just a huge mess. I appreciate you paying my damn medical bills. I suppose I could at least drop you back off at
Look, I can't speak for what these guys are going to be like, but as far as I'm concerned, we've all been a bunch of wankers to you, and I know that. And for my part in that, I apologise. All I can say at the moment is that, as far as I'm concerned, I'll try my best to do better. I can't speak for any of those guys, and because I can't trust any of those guys either, I'm going to suggest that the best thing we could do to you, the most friendly thing we could do for you, is let you go. So, personally, I'm going to go and grab my stuff. It's up to you guys what you want to do, because quite frankly, at the moment, I don't care. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm out of here. Billy Bob suffered far too much for our idiocy. And it's ridiculous. So, that's it. I'm out of here.
Carson, roll me influence.
Team speech.
Influence. Hello? Nope, that one's broken. Hang on, let's use that one instead.
Discipline's fine.
If it's difficulty 4, that's 2 successes.
Yeah.
Look. Ain't right me leave you out all the way out here, out on the fringes of humanity. Now, if y'all behave, I'll at least take you back to your station, then y'all can just figure out what you're doing from there.
That would be lovely, thank you.
Margaret perks up a moment. Billy Bob, if you would like for one thing, for us to stay with you, what would it be? One change.
Y'all stop acting like a bunch of horses' asses and pretend like you're all friends. We was having a good time until y'all got at each other's throats.
I've already told you. We don't know how to be a party. I think you could teach us. And believe me, I'm not one to ask.
Why is it Billy Bob's place to teach us stuff that we should already know as functional human beings?
Because he is the only one of us that is a functional human being.
Margaret, you've been alive for over 80 years. You should know more than anybody else how to function like a human being. Why is it taking people who are a quarter of your age to teach you how to function as an adult human being? Are you really that dysfunctional?
Age is not.
Age and experience and wisdom. If you don't have the wisdom to do that,
Yeah,
why are you here?
Y'all were talking at the same time.
I just played a common practical joke. I didn't, risk failure due to severe mental trauma.
I'm going to leave that to one side for a moment. We'll deal with that separately.
Graffiti on the wall, simulated torture. I think there's a wide gap between those two levels.
Where the hell did torture come into this?
Yet again.
Yes, I'd like to talk to you about that on the side.
Yet again, Malcolm's big fucking mouth will not keep closed at the wrong fucking moment.
Okay, alright.
I told you, she's crazy, Billy Bob.
Alright, now hold on.
So, like I said, Billy Bob.
I'm gonna give y'all a free lesson. Right now. Free lesson. Simulated or not, torture with your friends, wrong. Don't do that.
See, nobody ever taught me this. And where I come, that's not common knowledge.
No. The answer is just flat no.
I was trying to teach
Malcolm.
you a lesson.
Lesson 2. Use your brain before your mouth. Install some kind of filter.
Malcolm.
Carson.
I'll do it.
Fucking let it go already. Jesus, tap dancing Christ on a bag of concrete. Y'all need to lighten up. I swear to God, you're getting so damn heavy, I don't think Lucille could carry you anywhere. Where's that big dumb one? He needs to think for himself once or twice.
Don't say that about Titus. He's lovely.
He's
Wait,
a
did I
lovely
just say
kind of guy. The only problem is he don't have a brain between his head. He just goes, okay, boss, I'm going to go do this. Someone tell, okay, boss, I'm going to go do this. What the hell does Titus want to do? Nobody asked Titus what he wants to do.
Actually, I don't think he knows.
He does, he just wants to punch stuff.
Well, okay, well, in that case, perhaps it's not the best idea.
Okay.
I mean, I get that. I do see the utility of having somebody rein him in a bit, but again, no torture. Use your brain before your goddamn mouth, and fucking let it go.
Let it
go.
go. Let it go. Looks like Titus and Rubies have been rubbing up on me.
The temptation right now, just to say I'm going to shoot Billy Bob, is really high, just for the comedy factor.
Have you ever considered that you might have the problem, Carson? Because if you don't listen to Billy Bob here, then you're actually going against what you were saying in the first place.
Well, to be fair, Carson is the one that's got the -1 sanity point.
Oh, yes. And I love it, though, because he thinks that he's the most sane of all of us, but we're all just fucked.
Can I butt in at this point?
Yes.
So, Titus has worked out that he's not been following Billy Bob, and he's at the central station.
Well, good, because
No,
you should
no,
be
no, no,
following
wait,
Billy
wait,
Bob.
wait.
You should be
Yeah,
following
wait.
Billy Bob.
Yeah, whatever.
Bully Bob's just an asshole.
Yeah. So, Titus has instead just had a minor adventure where he rescued a lady from being mugged by a bunch of street thugs.
Where did this come from? I don't recall this being in my story.
And she gave him a bag.
Since when has any of this been in your story? I think 2 sessions we had a story.
She gave him a bag of sweets as a reward, which he then gave to a bunch of street kids.
Fine.
And then because he knew that Carson
The
was
candy
gonna
had
be
razor blades in it, and Titus is actually a terrible person.
No,
You should never
but-
accept candy from strangers.
But no, then he realizes that Carson's going to be upset because he's lost Billy Bob. So he decides that the chocolates aren't enough, and so he heard once that when you want someone to like you, you buy them chocolates, wine, and underwear. So.
Oh, no.
It's gonna get weird.
Oh, no.
So Titus is just going to make a couple of short stops on his way back to the Lucille. If that's all right with you.
Where's the right emote for this? Oh, no.
All right, so the wine's easy enough. You just walk in and go, "Let me have your finest wine," and you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
That's going to cost you about 150 credits.
Yeah, no worries.
It's really expensive wine.
Yeah, that's good.
So you stop.
I fucking caught Carson by accident.
You stop at a you stop at a
You're having a bit of a struggle there, Chaos.
in my head, I'm watching this train wreck happen, and I'm trying desperately to fix this, but it's just too goddamn good to not play it out.
This is pure entertainment. This is actual fucking theatre.
That's
You
one
stop
word
at a
for it.
lingerie store. Hello. How may I? And she gives you a good long look up and down. Help you.
Holy shit, is this William
So
from M&S?
Help you.
I've upset someone, and I want to apologise. And
Yeah.
so I've got wine, I've got chocolates, and obviously the third thing you get is underwear, right?
Oh no.
Well,
Notice
I
the
mean,
avoidance of pronouns there.
depending on how she feels about such things.
She? Are you assuming my friend's gender?
Oh no.
The wine and chocolates was kind of, you know what? Never mind. Personal preferences and whatnot.
I'm sorry.
What were you
No, you're not.
looking for?
I don't know. I have no experience in this kind of area.
And she leads you over, and she points to a couple of items on the wall, and she goes, "Well, this one here, it's as you notice, the back is quite open, and there's an extra bit of pouch for the package."
Do you
This
think you'd
one
like that?
Depends. Is he equipped?
I don't really know.
Well,
Read that backwards.
have you
It was actually the right way around.
have you not seen it?
No.
Saving yourself for marriage, then, are you?
Oh, no.
If you want.
If I read don't know backwards, it's on ho. Just saying.
So,
Do you, look, yeah, they'll do. Can you package them up nicely, please?
Package them.
certainly. Do you know the size? Is
As small as you can
waist?
Hey!
Can Titus can guesstimate the size?
Okay.
Small, medium, large, or obviously
How
not
many-
true, sir.
How long have you two been going out?
Oh god, we've been together a few months now. It's been fun. There's been, it's been really exciting.
And you still haven't been intimate.
Why would we do that? Can we hurry this up, please? I need to get going.
Certainly. Rings it up. It's fractions of a credit. It's
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
And off you go.
Yep. So can I go back to the Lucille and deliver my presents now?
So basically, you have a medium G-string with a giant package on the front.
That's fine.
Yes.
She told me he thought he'd like
What
it.
color is it?
Let's
It's gotta be
go-
red. Gotta be
Yeah.
red.
Yeah, it's got to be red.
Okay.
I'm just thinking here that DJ is trying to manage his fantasies here, so.
Oh wow.
I've known for a while, dude, it's fine. And Anne's up for it, you know.
So, I'd like to go deliver my presents, please.
You know, I am, as a GM,
Yeah.
I am completely fine with characters of all races, genders, and
Whatever may lie between.
thank you, and partner choices, but accidental gay. That's the one that does my head in.
Titus is
Accidental
just-
gay. That's the one that I'm like,
He just wants to say sorry, man.
yep.
And this'll work!
He just wants to say sorry.
So, you guys, Billy Bob is pretty much like, if y'all can just work on that, I think maybe you might be able to rescue y'all's relationship, but let's at least just get on the damn ship and start heading back towards the station.
Thank you.
He gets onto the ship, starts getting everything going, and it's about, you guys are all in there for a couple of minutes, and you see Titus show up with a box of chocolates, a bottle of wine, and a medium pink and dark pink striped bag, and a giant smile on his face. Titus thinks he done good.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
What? He heard that that's how you like make sure that you prove to someone you're sorry.
The funny part is that out of all of this, it's the mainly genuine extra.
Are you you guys all good with going an extra 10 minutes today?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
To see this to see this through. Yes.
Oh yes.
Because next weekend, my wife and I will be up north for our anniversary.
Yeah, no, we need to see what happens.
Even though yesterday was technically our anniversary, but
Yeah,
the
wait.
This
race
would possibly be
far
a
better waiting a week.
cliffhanger.
Huh?
Just saying.
No,
this would be
no,
best.
because that's a 2-week cliffhanger, and we'll all kind of lost it. Anyway, so Titus, he comes walking up.
Yes, Titus comes out is correct.
Titus,
Hi there.
hi there. You should probably lose the
Yep. I'm sorry, I've been losing it. I've been muted and losing it. I apologize. So hi. Selezen, Carson. I lost Billy Bob. I'm really sorry. I got to Central Station and I got there too late. I couldn't find him. So
It's
I
fine. He's
I
here.
wanted to apologise, so I got you some presents, and he holds out the assorted packages.
Okay. Thank you. I'll take the packages off him.
So you look and you
Then
see
I'll give the package to him.
a box of very expensive chocolate. There's four very expensive truffle. You look and you see a bottle of wine that you don't really know wine that well, but you know that this looks pretty damn posh. And you notice that the bottle's also like aged 20 years. And then you see the pink striped bag.
All right. I'll look inside the pink stripe bag.
And you find yourself a male G-string with extra sized package in the front. Nice and red, just for you.
There are a number of things going through Carson's head at this moment in time. He looks at Titus. He looks back in the bag. He looks at Titus with his great big cheesy fucking grin on his face. And he looks back in the bag. He then looks at Billy Bob.
What's in the bag, Carson?
Oh, actually, no. Billy Bob's up on the bridge right now.
What are we listening to?
Why is Let It Go playing in the background?
Frozen.
Wow, copyright.
Yeah, we're going to get a strike on YouTube for this one.
Billy Bob comes down and goes, "So, are we ready to go, or?"
And Carson gives Titus a hug.
You can try 'em on.
So Titus is happy at this point.
I mean, slam the door, and I don't mind. What? Hey, who turned the damn music off?
It's now the time, my dear.
Well,
Yeah.
looks like you two hugged and made up.
At this point, I'd like to go and find out what Malcolm's been up to.
And then Billy Bob's kind of looking at Malcolm and Maggie and going,
Those two made up.
While I'm hugging him, I'm going to draw my gun and shoot us both through the head.
Maggie perks up. I did just taught him to teach him a lesson. Is now really the time for this?
Wait, I'm sorry. What do you mean you
Malcolm
taught
just
him?
goes to his quarters.
wait, there is no quarters, dude. This is an an
It's
F.
Lucille. Yeah, we've got like first class cabins on here. Remember
You
the
got
zero
first
grab
class.
hot tub.
Cabin. Cabin.
Yeah, so we're going to our fucking zero G hot tub.
Maggie, what exactly did you do to him?
I'm quite interested in this as well, Maggie.
Now might not be the time. It's easy.
Yeah, we should be leaving. Shouldn't you guys go to the cockpit
Okay, hold on. Come here.
so we can get the hell out of here?
This
What
is
have you
what
done
just
to the
came
cockpit?
down.
Oh my.
Oh,
This.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
that's far too cute.
That's what just showed up here.
That really is far too cute.
That's a weapon of cute destruction.
Isn't it though? That one I was like, okay, you just gotta come here now.
Oh my god. The let
Anyway,
it go summon.
That would actually probably fit DJ.
Burn! Burn! That man's on fire.
Anyway, forget I said that.
Uh-huh.
So, anyway, what is it that you did to Malcolm?
Yeah, what is it you did to Malcolm?
Right, I mean this in the nicest way. Malcolm doesn't know
Seriously,
how
Neva?
to pick his
What
fights.
did you do to Malcolm?
Taught him a lesson.
How did you teach him a lesson?
Now, Maggie, now. Hold your horses, just a minute. Now, Titus. Now, whatever comes out of her mouth, that does not give you the right to hit her or any other part of my ship. You're gonna have to learn to control that. No matter how fucked up what she's about to say says-ish. You know what I mean?
No, tell me what you mean.
Chaos. Out of,
Good.
sorry, just quickly, out of character. Do you know that bodyguard that I said she had? Is he still around?
Bodyguard.
I
No.
sent you a message like a while back.
No is
He's
the
not an
answer.
idiot. She would have hired a bodyguard. He'd be a couple foot fucking like thing, but he'd be about.
It's never once been noticed that you've got anybody else standing
I was
around
about
you.
to say,
So.
yeah, no.
I thought you. I literally.
No.
thought you
You
that
also
an hour.
haven't.
No retconning
You also haven't
in a...
referred to him at all.
Yeah,
in
no
game.
retconning in a bodyguard.
But in all, okay, I'm fine with that being a thing. But I did literally send him a
Yeah,
message
fair
about
enough.
40 minutes ago.
I didn't see it offline.
That's
I've
fine.
been, yeah.
So, tell me what you want, Billy Bob.
I want you to not assault her
Okay,
or break any bits of my ship.
okay.
All right, go ahead, tell the story. What'd you do to him?
I didn't actually hurt him.
Why is Billy Bob not the leader?
What did you do?
I hooked him up to a machine and. What's a nice word for torture?
Torture.
Wait. Did you use one of them virtue torture devices on him?
I didn't. That's all I have to say.
Did you have somebody use one on him?
Yes, I did.
That is
Maggie.
fucked up, Maggie. Jesus, Temp. Oh my god.
You don't know where I come from, do you?
I don't care
So,
where you come from. That ain't
hang on.
acceptable behavior anywhere.
So at this point, I am not going to assault Maggie or damage any part of the ship. I was told that, and I want to make that clear throughout all of these course of actions. Is that clear? I'd like to pick Maggie up, please.
That's called assault.
No, not going to hurt her. Just going to pick her up.
Now,
She's
Titus,
impressively surprised that she's not being hurt right
no,
now.
No. I'm going to carry her into the first class cabin.
Yay!
Billy Bob is right on your heels.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm
then
going
I'm going
to. I'm going to go into the dressing room, the dressing room, and I'm just going to grab some cords from some dressing gowns,
She's
and I'm
kicking
going
and
to
screaming, by the way.
securely tie Maggie up, and then I'm going to attach the breathing apparatus from the 0G hot tub to her, and I'm going to seal her in the 0G hot tub. I'm not going to hurt her. She's not in any danger whatsoever. And I haven't damaged any part of the ship.
Impressively, she's actually kind of okay with this.
I was gonna say, is anybody gonna try and stop him? Because
I highly doubt
I'm
it.
not gonna make Titus roll because there is quite literally nothing an 80-year-old woman is going to do to stop.
When he gets in the
Oh,
room,
yeah, she's kicking him.
Malcolm will be like, Titus. Don't worry about it.
It's cool. I got this. And continues.
She's surprisingly fine with this. In fact, she's smiling. She expected
Not that
it.
anybody could see with the breathing app.
You can tell by her eyes, I imagine, and the wrinkles, but you know.
just put her in the hot tub.
There's just 3 more wrinkles amongst about 50,000. So probably.
Mhm. But she's surprisingly okay with it. I mean, you have to remember, she's been through this sort of stuff before.
I'm
She can stay in there.
I'm just going to point out that Carson at this point has a box of chocolates in his hands, and he's just munching on one of them as he kind of watches what's going on.
And takes the underwear in the other.
Billy Bob kind of nudges Carson and goes, "Hey, I know those were kind of expensive, but
Oh, sorry. Would you like one?
thank you." And he just kind of just shoves it in his mouth, not savoring it. Just all right. Well, now that that's kind of been a thing, we're gonna go. So Billy Bob goes up to the flight deck, asks for clearance to leave, releases the docking clamps, leaves the mail slot, boosts out to appropriate distance, and engages the frameshift drive. And that is where we leave the session for today.
Good session.
That was a good session.
That was good.
Benjamin's unhappy.
I got revenge, Ben. I got revenge.
Oh no, I'm fairly certain things are going to happen.
Oh no, well, I'd just like to point out that I haven't hurt her. And she's in the 0G hot tub. And hang on. And the 0G hot tub's breathing apparatus is a computerized bit of equipment. And Ben now has 2 weeks to decide what to do with that particular suite of information.
The only bit I'm annoyed at by this, she's okay, you've just given her some peace and quiet. But the only annoying part about this is I'd actually already said, like, she's not stupid. She would have had a fucking bodyguard. Which is why I messaged fucking Chaos about it. Because she's not an idiot.
Well, no,
if she'd have had a bodyguard, he would have been pasted on the wall.
Yeah, but I figured if Chaos knew, I wouldn't need to bloody say that.
Well, no, here's the thing, though. If you want something in character, in game, mention it in game. Because as much as I try to keep track of all the different chats going on around here, sometimes I just miss things.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to know that beforehand, but sure.
Yeah. So just say it. If our characters can't hear it, we don't know.
That's fine. It seems a bit out of character.
It's like
but it's fine.
Yeah. But no.
I would have said it was something that wouldn't really have been something between you and the GM, because it's something that we really would know about. As soon as we saw you, we'd know you've got a bodyguard with you.
And to be brutally honest, a DM would have been, a bodyguard would have been pasted on the wall.
Well, that's beside the point. Pointless Titus posturing is beside the point.
Yeah.
It's more the fact that we'd already been talking for the last half an hour over things that were happening. I figured that would be the place to do it by logic.
Yeah. No. C'est la vie. Lesson learned.
Fair points.
Anyway, you guys are on your way back.
Out of character is the only issue I've got with it, and I fucking hate being out of character. That's fine.
Well, no, you should have done it in character. You should have said when she was on her own that she wanted to hire a bodyguard.
I figured it would have been logic. She knows for a fact that Malcolm's gonna fucking come after her. If she literally managed to orchestrate that, she's not an idiot.
Never.
Logic in this game has not been a strong point.
Nothing Malcolm does to you will be helped by a bodyguard. Let's just be clear about that.
Yeah, but she.
Is not the type to physically assault you.
And
He's
not
got
only that,
Titus for that.
I won't do anything with or to your character that isn't in game.
Wait, but what? That makes like no sense.
No. But like, I can't add NPCs unless the NPCs are introduced.
Okay.
You know
Would
what
have
I
been
mean?
nice to know this beforehand, but sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a standard part of role playing.
I've never had this happen in a
Yeah.
game before, so.
No, I don't think you've ever actually tortured any of your party members in any RPG you've ever played before. Because I can tell you that in all of the ones I've played, I've never done that before.
I've already
This is
told you lot.
A dick move.
She's not fucking good.
I will tell you this though, Malcolm. Malcolm had 2 chances to get out of that, and you fucked both the dice rolls. The awareness would have gotten you out of it, and then the Constitution would have gotten you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get an awareness difficulty 6. That's just not realistic.
It can happen.
It can happen.
I passed several difficulty 6 rolls.
But yeah,
Yeah, but
she
you
actually,
have
amusingly,
dice for
she actually did it as a legitimate teaching a lesson in a mildly positive manner, because if not, she would have fucking killed him. So
Yeah, I wasn't gonna let you actually torture him to death.
if I'd known, you didn't actually tell me it was VR. If I had known and she would have known that it was VR, she would have fucking killed him because she knew it wouldn't have done anything. I'm so annoyed I didn't fucking know, because she wouldn't kill him in real life, but she would happily do it to teach him a fucking lesson. It's like, oh, if I'd only known.
Also, can I make a suggestion? Request type creature, please.
Certainly.
At the end of this, can we all raid Thunderceptor? Because he is doing a charity
Strum.
for the hurricane that hit the US recently.
You want to talk about irony?
Hurricane Florence. That's
Yeah, but you want to talk about irony?
what's that?
It's like Steely, but without as much carbon.
God damn it. How his entire thing is based around big storms and
Yeah, I know.
warnings, and it's for a hurricane.
That's kind of why he's the perfect person to do this. Let's be
Right.
honest.
All right, everybody. We're gonna go raid Thunderceptor. Grab any old raid phrase you want. I don't even care. It's gonna be fun. Let's go.
See you all soon, everybody.
We'll see.
I'll be back on tomorrow night, Monday night, 6 o'clock.
I'll see you on Wednesday.
All right, guys. Bye.
Oh, that was good. This is the most interesting party I've ever been in, and I fucking love it.
It's certainly unique. How do you spell
And I was
Thunderceptor
once at a
then?
party with a fucking dwarf that owned a casino.
Here you go. I'll put it in the Discord chat. There you go.
Ah, right.
Hey, it doesn't matter if he was a crime lord or not, he was still a dwarf that owned a casino. Right, so we're not on next week, are we?
Right, as I said,
No.
we're raiding Thunderceptor, so
That's
have a good time, everyone. I
okay.
hope you enjoyed the stream, and have a
Darling,
good
we're
one.
doing it
Take
in
care.
2 weeks.
I'll be on
I
Wednesday.
don't know what the fuck we got planned.
So the 13th.
Oh, actually, is that the convention? Oh wait, that's on a
sorry.
Saturday.
14th would be